What's up, guys? Hope everybody had a good week. What's up, bro? Alright, so this video I planned on making this video a couple months ago for the 1 year anniversary, but I just haven't had the time or the energy to even make this, even get out here and even talk about this really. But early August, 2 years ago, 2014, one day, my parents woke me up and said that they had to talk to me and my twin brother Jacob. If you don't know, he's my twin. And they basically told us that my grandpa committed suicide the night before, and that I never experienced anything like that in my life before, so I didn't really know how to handle it. And it was like I couldn't stop thinking about it. How he seemed so happy and loving and caring and generous. He was really accepting, very witty, very clever. Just somebody who was a joy to be around, really. I didn't know what to think, really. And I never thought something like that would hit so close to home. And then 2 weeks later, my bud, one of my closest friends, committed suicide. His birthday was the 27th of August, 1994. You can see it here. I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but he did it 10 days before his birthday. He would have been 20 years old. Look at that. That must be from his mom. We went to go see this. They remade it at the movie theater. It's Nightmare Before Christmas. I remember going to see that with him and his mom when they opened up the big movie theater down here. Okay, anyway. It was 10 days before his birthday. I remember talking to him I talked to him a few days before. He seemed like normal Chase. I don't know, I'm still, we're all pretty much dealing with the effects of it still. It's a pretty tough pill to swallow even now, because he was so young, he was so creative, he was so vibrant, and I don't know if I'm thinking like this because of the situation, but he kind of reminded me of my grandpa. Just people who are like, they're one in a million, very creative, funny, easygoing, everybody loves them. I don't know. I really don't. There's nothing you can do now. You can't try to, I don't know. You can't really ask yourself why anymore. You can really just come to terms, I guess. But I met this kid. I'm gonna be honest, he was kind of annoying when I first met him because he was really sarcastic, and I don't know. But basically, we were out at recess one day. He came up and said some corny joke to me, and I tripped him. And then we ended up having class right after lunch together, and we ended up talking, and he ended up being really cool. And my brother told me that he had a twin, because people would call him Bradley and people would call him Chase. And I was asking him about it. He said no, he didn't have a twin. Bradley was his first name. And I said, oh, Bradley's my first name. And pretty much from that day on, we were best friends. We have a very close group of friends. I met my other friends through him, so I don't know if I would even know them if it wasn't for him. But he would stay pretty much close to every weekend through 6th grade up until about 8th grade, until we went to high school. And then even through high school, we hung out every day. One of our other friends would come pick us up from school. It was an 8-period day. He would come get us around 6th period and then drop us off after 8th period. And we would just go home because the last 2 periods sucked really bad. Me, him, and Jacob could all agree that those were the worst classes of the day. So I'd pretty much go hang out at one of our other friends' house, and then pretty much come back and then go home like nothing even happened, and then repeat it the next day. Like I said, we have a pretty close group of friends. We've known each other. we've known each other close to 10 years now. I'm 22 now. I met them mm, a long time ago. It's been years. But pretty much all of our birthdays, one of our friends' birthdays in January, we go stay at his house, have fun all night, drink soda, stay up all night, play video games, whatever. And then wait about 6 months. And then another one of our friends, his birthday's the day before mine and Jacob's. So we go stay at his house, wake up the next day, go to the mall or go to a movie or something, and then come to mine and Jacob's house and then stay there. And then repeat that every year. And it was like that for a good number of years. And now we still hang out. We're a little too old for slumber parties, I think. But we still hang out for all of our birthdays. Now, since we pretty much go to bars now and like do that kind of thing. But it's still hard to come to terms. He's still with all of us. We all had the pleasure of knowing him. And that, I don't know. We kept each other strong through this. This was really tough. His funeral, or his wake actually, I couldn't really bring myself up to go up and see it. But luckily my friends supported me. I have supportive friends and they pretty much told me I would regret it if I didn't. Which I can tell you now, 2 years later, that I am happy that I did go and get it and say my goodbyes pretty much. So that, I know it seems pretty daunting, but my dad told me after my grandpa that it is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And I know depression can be tough. I was diagnosed when I was 18, so probably like 4 years ago, I was diagnosed with depression, OCD, and generalized anxiety. So I know how depression can be, and I can tell you that sometimes it's hard. It really is. But you'll learn how to cope with your feelings and how you're feeling just as you grow up. Pretty much you'll learn. Like sometimes it gets me down. Sometimes it still affects me, but him, Chase, I could tell him anything. There was no taboo subject. We could really talk about anything. I could tell him how I was feeling because I knew he kind of had the same sort of problems. And he wasn't judgmental at all. He would listen to it and just basically gives me words of encouragement. Pretty much, and I missed that. I missed talking about just whatever. He was really smart. He was really, really smart. You could learn a lot just from sitting with him for an hour, even if you didn't know him. Anybody who met him loved him. So basically, the point of this video is to just tell you, if you're struggling through depression, just keep fighting, guys. I know it's hard, but you just can't give up. For your family's sake, for your own sake, for your friend's sake, just keep fighting. There's people who dedicate their lives to helping people in your situation. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for tonight. It's getting kinda late, and I'm gonna go home and call it a night. So alright guys, so enjoy your holidays. Hope you guys are ready. They came really fast this year. I'm learning as you get older, the shorter the years are. They're still 12 months, but they feel a lot shorter. So hope you guys are ready for that. Thanksgiving's coming. Alright guys, well I'll talk to you Tuesday.